Before we dive into this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into it. My name is Rachel. I'm 29 years old, and 3 weeks ago, my husband, Josh, walked out on me. Just like that. I'm 8 months pregnant, and somehow I've become the villain in everyone's eyes. Let me rewind. We live in this overpriced two-bedroom apartment in Dallas, nothing fancy, but it's ours. Josh works in supply chain management. It sounds technical, but from what I can tell, it's just a glorified desk job. I'm a freelance web designer when clients actually pay me. That is, lately, work has been slow. Money's been tighter than usual. Josh and I met in college. We've been married for 4 years now. He's gotten too good at detecting when I'm joking. The usual discomforts. Sure, but nothing dramatic. Josh, though, he's been obsessing over every little thing. Parenting books, constant questions, always wanting to feel the baby kick. Sweet, yes, but also smothering, like this baby has swallowed our entire relationship. I'll be halfway through a well-crafted story, and he'll give me that look like he already knows it's fake. No curiosity, no laughter, just suspicion. So yeah, I started escalating the pranks, not because I wanted to hurt him, but because I missed the spark we used to have. If he was going to be harder to fool, I needed to be better at fooling him. That's the game we used to play. A prank that would expose how ridiculous his paranoia had become. I'd stage a fake affair, just long enough to see how he'd react. A fake coworker named Ethan, a client connection. He asked what was wrong. I looked down, took a deep breath, and said, "I need to tell you something." Tears welled in my eyes, real ones. It's a skill. Late night messages. I rehearsed every detail, but in that emotional moment, he didn't connect the dots. Paced the room, asked me question after question. I kept spinning. Should have said it was a prank, but something in me hesitated. I said yes. I doubled down. I thought any second now, he'll realize it's fake. Any second now, he'll laugh and say, "You got me." He just stared. Broken, I piled on more fake details. Ethan worked for one of my client companies. Things got emotional. I didn't mean for it to happen. I wasn't even sure if the baby was his. Waiting, hoping. I called. Nothing. By the next morning, I was scared. By the next night, I was furious. Yes, the prank was bold, but walking out on your pregnant wife, that's not how you handle things. Expecting the phone to ring. His reply, my acting chops kicked in hard. If he really knew me, he'd never believe I'd cheat. Walked into the bedroom, came out with his gym bag. But Mark was awkward, hesitant. Josh asked me not to tell you where he is, but what really matters here is us. Josh and I, we were a good team. The more I think about it, the more I realize how completely disproportionate Josh's reaction was. But the bump is growing, and soon they'll expect to see a daddy chubby around. And he won't be. 3 weeks, no calls, no texts, no effort to understand what really happened. I've always been the one bringing the fun, the spontaneity. Immediately, "Who are you talking to?" When I said it was Lauren, he wanted to know where we were meeting, what time, how long I'd be gone. "Maybe we should hold off on buying more maternity clothes," he said. "And those vitamins, do you really need the brand name ones?" I won't apologize for being the same spontaneous, vibrant woman he fell in love with, but part of me wanted him to sit with it too, feel what it's like to be doubted. Maybe he was always looking for a reason to leave. Because the truth, if he really knew me, if he really trusted me, he would be seen through that prank in a second, like I'd suddenly lost all common sense because I'm pregnant. But his constant checking in made me feel like I was under surveillance. He said we weren't connecting. And you know what? He was right, but not for the reason he thought. I told Lauren about it, and she said, "He's probably stressed about being a dad and taking it out on you." She's not wrong, guys freak out in weird ways. But I didn't get pregnant alone. I felt like a teenager getting grilled by her dad. Since when do I need a permission slip to drink a damn latte? I kept the energy alive in our relationship. Back in college, I was in drama club. That creative streak never left me. Every time I leave the house, he wants to know where I'm going. If I'm texting on my phone, he's asking who it is. I was scrolling on my phone when Josh said, "Who are you texting now?" "Nobody." I told him because I wasn't texting. I was just scrolling. But he said, You've been on your phone a lot lately. Like he was tracking me. Like he had a clipboard somewhere logging my screen time. I snapped. Are you seriously monitoring me now? He checks in constantly. Like he doesn't trust me anymore. Like I'm going to run away or something. I made Josh laugh, kept things interesting, pulled little pranks that broke up the routine. He used to love that about me, used to tell his buddies how I could tell a story so convincingly. I had people hooked from start to finish. I wasn't mean with my jokes, never crossed a line. It was just my way of keeping things fresh. Like the time I staged fake fumigation notices at our apartment complex and convinced Josh we had to spend 3 nights at a hotel. We ended up having a surprise mini vacation. When I told him it was all fake, he laughed so hard, he cried, said that was one of the things that made him fall in love with me. But lately, something's changed. Since I got pregnant, Josh has been hovering. It's like he sees me as this fragile, glass creature who might shatter at any moment. What's worse, and I've been handling this pregnancy just fine. No major issues. A couple weeks ago, I was texting my friend Lauren about grabbing coffee, and Josh saw me typing. Then came the money talk. Then came Tuesday night, the moment everything broke. We were on the couch after dinner, just watching something dumb on TV. He said I seemed distracted. And yeah, maybe I was. I'm 8 months pregnant, tired, achy. Josh used to like my unpredictability. Now he wants me safe, quiet, manageable. That's not me. That's never been me. That night, I stayed up thinking, and I came up with the perfect plan. So I crafted the story. Thursday night, I made my move. He came home tired. Tired people are easier to fool. I sat beside him, quiet, serious. I've been seeing someone, I said softly, from work. Now, Josh knows I work freelance, from home. I don't have coworkers. He stood up, pale as a ghost. But he didn't. He asked if I had feelings for this, Ethan. What this meant for our marriage. I realized I'd gone too deep. When he asked, "Are you telling me the truth?" I should have stopped. And that's when he shut down completely. "Where are you going?" I asked. Real panic set in. "I can't be here right now," he said. "I need to think." "Josh, wait." I started. "Don't," he said. "I can't even look at you." Then he left. A few days later, I texted him everything, told him the truth, that it was all fake, that I was trying to make a point. I know. That's it. 2 words. No follow-up. What does that even mean? I called his best friend, Mark, to find out where he was. "I'm his wife. I'm carrying his child." "I know, Rachel," Mark said. "But he needs space." Space? For what? It was a prank, not an actual affair. And now, people are starting to talk. Neighbors, friends, asking where Josh is. I tell them he's traveling for work. I used to think he just needed time. Now, I'm not so sure. Maybe he's not the man I thought he was. Now, I'm 3 weeks away from giving birth, and I'm facing the very real possibility that I'll be doing it alone. And I'm okay with that, because I won't beg someone to stay who's willing to walk away. If Josh wants to throw away nearly a decade together because he couldn't take a joke, then that's his loss, not mine.